Ladies and gentlemen, no boys and girls, because this stream is not made for kids. I am this Barry. I am also your host, because there's only one me and there's only one person, so it's just this Barry. I see all the new people here in chat. Well, actually, I think some of these people are from. Yeah, I see Valmaster Shake and Alan in here, because they're not all new people. I see one name in here and was like, I'm not sure I recognize it, but no, these are people from back in the day. How's everybody doing? Let's see here. What's going on, guys? So we're going to be talking a little bit about Nintendo Switch. I'm sure all of y'all seen the craze. You know what's going on. You know the whole ordeal, I'm sure. It's been a debacle, man, this console. It has been crazy. I know I got a lot of people out there too that also like wrestling and things like that, but you know we'll put that off for another time. There's been a lot of stuff happened since I last got on here. Right now we're just going to talk a little bit about the Nintendo Switch 2, a little bit about video games, things like that. Just kind of get some stuff off my chest. If you guys follow me on Twitter or X, I ain't calling it X. All right, Elon or Ellen or however the hell you pronounce his name, he can go suck my ass. I ain't calling it X. That ain't happening, man. It's freaking Twitter. But yeah, if you guys follow me on Twitter, you will know that I've had quite a few complaints, especially about them $80 games. But I've also had some praise too. I've said some good things here and there. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get right into it. I don't know how many viewers I got on here. I think if well, this thing right here, I got the studio thing that's popped up right here. It says I got 8 viewers. Hey, that's good enough for me, man. Before I start getting into my rants, y'all know, if you've seen my stuff from the past, if you've watched me back in the day, you know that once I start getting on the ball, man, I am on it. A lot of times I drop viewers because I ain't addressing them, but you know how it goes. So we'll take a second here and address some people. What's going on, guys? What's going on, Alan? What's going on, Marbles, Hunter, Nintari? Where have I been? Just working on things, man. Just getting my life together. Where you see me ranting on Twitter? Yeah, absolutely. That's what I've been doing. Can't spell felon without Ellen. All right, so I'm guessing it is pronounced Ellen and not Elon. Only call it Twitter. I think most people do actually. I'm pretty sure that's the most common thing. Nobody's calling it stupid X. That dude can name whatever the hell he wants, whatever the hell he wants. But the fact of the matter is, I ain't calling it X. He can call his kid X123748, and I don't give a shit. But I ain't calling the frickin' website X. It ain't his kid, all right? It ain't his child. I ain't calling it that. That bullshit. Let's see. Sarah says I'm okay. Good to know. I think I already addressed Valmaster Shake. I seen him in here too. Get the Switch 2 when the price of both the console and the games go down. That's fair. Absolutely fair. Actually, if you've seen the title of my stream, you'll know I'm here to talk a little bit about the Switch 2 shaming that's been going on. I'm going to tell you something. All right? We're just going to get into it. It's going to dive right into it. So I bought an extra one of these Switch 2s. And I didn't do it because I'm trying to steal something from somebody or trying to scalp or whatever. I did it because I knew at some point someone would want an extra one. That's the good part. That's the part of me that says, hey, I'm doing a good thing for somebody. But the other part of me said, I ordered this freaking thing from Walmart, so it's probably going to get canceled. And the other invite I had was from Nintendo. So I wanted to go ahead and pre-order one from Nintendo. That way, if the Walmart one got canceled, I would for sure get the Nintendo one. So when I knew for sure that they were both shipping out, I was like, I'll just hold on to one and I'll sell it to somebody who actually needs one, couldn't get one, so on and so on. And that's exactly what I did. I ended up selling the second one to somebody else. Um, I know Switch 2 cost us like cost a hundred. What? Switch 2 does not. It definitely does not cost $100. I tell you that. I don't know where you're from, but it does not cost $100. What's going on, Captain Kirk? How you doing, buddy? So yeah, this is the one that I got. as you can see, it's the Switch 2 that has the little Mario Kart sticker. I didn't get the one with the frickin' logo. They've apparently got one with the logo that's actually printed on the box. That's more collectible. I didn't get that crap. I just got the one with the frickin' sticker because that's what Walmart was doing. So yeah, and the one I got from Nintendo was just a standard one. The one I sold to a friend, that's just a standard one. And we'll get into talking a little bit about that too. Um, you wish it cost $100? Yeah, me too, man. After taxes, this thing's like 470 something dollars, I think it was. It's quite a bit after taxes, man. It is quite a bit. I Here's the deal about that. The console itself, I ain't gonna complain too much. It's about $50 overpriced in my opinion. That's what I think. I think the thing should have been $399.99. That's my honest to God opinion. $399.99 was fair. That was a good price. That's where they should have kept it. I know things are a little rougher nowadays. I know the tariff stuff's up and down. Nobody knows for sure what's going to go on with Trump. If he's going to change the tariffs one day to the next, nobody knows. So I understand kind of a fail-safe pricing there. But then again, from what I've heard, they didn't even base it off of that. If they had just came out and said, yes, that's why we did this, kind of foolproof plan here, I would have said, okay, yeah, maybe I get that. You're basically protecting your butts there in case things get out of hand. But they didn't say that. So as far as I'm concerned, they were going to charge you $450 no matter what because Nintendo's full of greed. They're just full of greed. They wanted that extra 50 for no reason. And of course, they increased the prices of a bunch of the stuff, a bunch of the accessories and things. Man, the Pro controller was $85. $85 for a controller. Now, I'm going to be straight with you guys. You can judge me all you want. I did buy a Pro controller because I didn't get the original one for the Switch 1, and I wanted to play this console mainly docked this time around. Got a much nicer TV. It's one of those 4K, whatever the hell they're called. I don't know if it's UHD or whatever the heck it is. It's nice. It's like 65 inches. I wanted to play my stuff on that. So I really wanted to get the controller, and I buckled down and got the freaking $85 controller and a bunch of other stuff, and that was it. But I didn't get any $80 games, all right? I've got a gripe with that. I ain't buying no $80 games as of right now. And I'll get into my rant on Mario Kart World 2 here in a few seconds. But right now, I'm just going to get into one thing. Let me check the chat here real quick. When GTA 5 come to Switch 2? No, that probably ain't gonna happen, man. I Look, I could be wrong, but I highly doubt GTA 6 or whatever is gonna be coming to the Switch 2. Now, 5 maybe, but GTA 6, hell no. 5 is a maybe, maybe, very very possible, but don't bank on it. Let's see. Had the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Switch console. That's a pretty cool one. I got the Pokemon one, the Pokemon Switch OLED. Sorry this is bouncing so much, guys. I got my webcam sitting on the top of the laptop, like I just kind of leaned it on top of it because I didn't want to use the default, because the default one on the laptop sucks balls. So the lid is kind of shaking, and I rock back and forth because, I got to be moving all the time. So it's kind of causing a little bit of shake. Hope it don't bother you guys any. When will I stream with Billy? Hey, I just now got back. Give me a little bit of time here, man. I just now got back. We'll see about Billy. Let's see. When will you already seen that one? Maybe we'll buy a Switch 2 during Christmas time. Yeah. Honestly, if my honest God opinion is you should just hold out. Don't buy one right now. I did, but I honestly don't think it was worth getting on launch. I really wanted to experience that because, truth be told, the Switch 2 was my first ever console I got on launch. I wanted to do that for once in my life, and I figured, why not the Switch 2? It seems pretty cool. I didn't do it for PS5 or any other thing out there, so I figured this might be the one, and I did it, and it was hard to do. I sat in line and if on a freaking website waiting for them to open pre-orders. The first time I tried to pre-order one, it was from Target. It got canceled. It was a mess. I'm sure you guys, if you've seen any of this stuff, you know the horror stories of some of these guys' pre-orders. It's been terrible, man. Not only did the Target one get canceled, but the Walmart one kept stalling on me, kept removing itself from my cart. I had to struggle to get this thing. And man, I got up at like I got up at like 11:40 something just so that I just so that I could sit in a virtual line and get this stupid console so that I could get it on launch day and have my first experience with a launch console ever because I wasn't going to a store and waiting in line with a bunch of sweaty geeks as they rubbed their bellies up against my face. That was not happening. Hell no, that was not happening. So I decided to go ahead and go through the struggle of online. And that's what I did. Only to find out that Nintendo, where I had registered for the, if you guys got that, registered for the pre-orders, that Nintendo would send me an invite and it would just be a super easy, pleasant time. Literally, I went in there, waited maybe 3 minutes, and checked out with my console, and I was good to go. And if I had known that, I probably would have never got to sell that other person the Switch 2. But the frickin' experience was just perfect for Nintendo, terrible for Walmart. Underwood says, feels like 2019 again. Does it? I don't know, man. I might have lost my touch a little bit here. It's been a good little while. I don't know. But yeah, I do remember all those days back in 2019, man. I remember sitting there and struggling through all the stuff y'all sons of bitches put me through, all that crap I had to react to, trying my best not to throw up. I remember those days. I remember. Good times. I don't think I could have been happier to retire from watching that shit. Do I have Switch Online? Yes, I do. I've got the Switch Online. What the hell do you call it? The Plus version for $50 a year. I've got that. I really wanted to play Nintendo 64 and GameCube and all that crap. I know there are other ways to play those games. I ain't gonna go over here on live stream. I don't want something happening to me. But there are other methods to play those games. But I went ahead and got the plan anyway, the Nintendo thing, to do it legitimately according to their plan. Yeah, it's a Billy character. No, I don't think I do, but yeah, I missed 2019 too, man. That's before all the crap went down. Is your first console launch week? That's awesome, man. Yeah, same here. What's going on, Boost Guardian? Maybe someday, Edison. Maybe someday. Thoughts on John Cena heel turn? I knew I'd come on here and talk about Nintendo and get right into wrestling. Uh, I I think I actually said something on Twitter about my John Cena stuff. I won't drag this stream too much into wrestling, but if you've seen my thing about that, I said that it was something like I said it was the least impactful heel turn ever. Like it just kind of went by like a wet fart, and that was it. That was my opinion on the John Cena heel turn. It's just he's not very good at being a heel. That's all I'll say. He could have just went as a baby face this whole time, and it would have been just fine. I mean, like you had The Rock in there, and then The Rock wasn't there, and it was a whole ordeal. I know Cyberpunk 2077 releases on Switch too. Yeah, I think it already did. That's a good one to play if you've not already played it before. Otherwise, you're just getting it for the collector's value of it, just to have it on physical. That's about it. So yeah, I'm gonna get on to a little something about the Switch 2 that's been really, really annoying me right now. And it's bugged the crap out of me, and I'll get into this. I had a friend that I sold the Switch 2 to, as I told you, man, that's a tricky one. Switch 2 to. I had a friend that I sold this console to. Now this friend of mine also does YouTube, and they're actually quite a bit bigger than I am. And this friend was said that he didn't want to do like an unboxing or talk about it or whatever and videos and all that stuff because there was a lot of people that might criticize him because he said he probably wouldn't get one and all this other crap, and there was a lot of people that would hold him to it, and it's so expensive, and he didn't want to seem like he supported Nintendo. Here's the deal about that, man. Number one, he didn't get one. He didn't go out searching for one. I offered him one and was like, buddy, you got the money. It's here right in front of you. You're not going to have this another opportunity like this. It might be another year. Who knows before this thing sees regular stock. Just take the frickin' thing. You just pay for it. Have a Switch 2 and enjoy the experience of it. And that's what I got to say to a lot of people. For anybody out there that is feeling shamed because they bought the fucking Switch 2 with their own money, with their own job in their own life, that is some serious bullshit. Stop feeling that way, man. You are allowed to do whatever the hell you want with your money and your life. Here's the deal. You can criticize something. You can criticize something. I can sit here and criticize the shit out of this thing and still own it and still enjoy things about it. Just because you have criticisms about something does not mean you can't buy the fucking thing. And that bugs the shit out of me that people's got this mindset that, well, I gotta boycott it entirely, man. I don't want to support a company like Nintendo. Ask yourself this question. Do you have a phone in your hands? Was it made by something like Apple? Or is it a Samsung? I guarantee you those fucking companies have like sweatshops in China and all kinds of abusive bullshit going on. So are you supporting them? Absolutely. Do I think you're terrible? Do I think you're a bad human because you own a phone? No. Just like I don't think someone's a bad human because they bought a Switch 2. If you don't want to buy the $80 games, hey, be my guest, don't buy the damn $80 games. I understand that. 100%. Steer clear of the $80 games, okay? You don't want to support that idea. You don't want to get this message across to everybody that it's okay to buy $80 games. Hell, Outworlds, I think is what it's called. That's already trying to do the same thing. Then, yeah, I get it. Don't buy the $80 games. I didn't either. Mario Kart was provided on my console for $50. That's how a lot of people's going to get Mario Kart World. I'd say that's how the majority, definitely how the majority is going to get Mario Kart World. You want to stay away from the $80 games, stay away from the $80 games. But just buying the console itself, again, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. $450 is not the worst price I have ever seen for a console. It really ain't. And quite frankly, if you see something like the PlayStation 5 Pro, I'm not going to be touching that anytime soon. I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't have bought the Switch 2 if it was say $600. I wouldn't have. I would have just steered clear. I would have avoided the situation. But having people jump on and just jump on every single person that comes out and says I bought a Switch 2 even after they criticize things about it, is absolute bullshit. You can criticize the Switch too. You can criticize the games, and you can still buy the console. I have plenty of critiques, man. That's like me. I don't know. It's just absolute bullshit. It's like buying a nice car. It's a nice car. I'm sure it's got some flaws, but I ain't gonna just take it and throw it in the dump because man, I don't like this. So I'm gonna boycott it. Like it's you're just buying something to enjoy it. Like people just need to get off this shit. Stop judging the shit out of everybody. Quit telling everybody that they're wrong because they bought a Switch 2. Quit trying to judge people and say, "Hey man, you're wasting your money." Hey, look, I'm all for the fact that if somebody has a big pile of children and they're depriving their kids of food to go out and buy the Switch 2, okay, yeah, I might have a gripe. All right, I might say, hey, that's irresponsible. You need to focus on your shit and get your shit together. Video games are the last thing you should be thinking about. But if you're doing okay in life, or at least doing all right, and you can manage your money, and you want to get a Switch 2, hey man, it's your life. Do what you want to do. Enjoy your life. And if you play something that you paid for, like Mario Kart, which I still don't think you should pay $80 for, but let's say you did, and let's say you bought Mario Kart at $80, and you didn't like something in it, didn't mean you hated everything about it, but you didn't like a lot about it, you're 100% entitled to go on Twitter, to go on YouTube, to get on frickin' Rumble, whatever, and tell everybody this sucks. I don't like this. I hope they fix this, patch this, release a new thing that's better than this. You are entitled to do that. You have a right to do that. Even if you love something about it, you can hate other things about it. And hell, that's that's the boat I'm in with Mario Kart World, man. I'll tell you right now, some people might not like this, but in my personal opinion, solely based off of a single player experience, not as a multiplayer game, I'd say I probably overpaid by $10. Because I don't even think it's a $50 game. I think it's a $40 phone game, personally. I think I maybe played it for 5 hours, and I beat both the Grand Prix and the, what's the Knockout Tour. I beat both of those. So after playing it that many hours and saying, okay, I've already beaten it, I'm done, I had some friends tell me, "Hey, you haven't really tried the free roam mode. You've not explored like the challenges. So you've beaten it, if you can really say you've beaten a Mario Kart game. So you beat the big modes, the single player modes, but you haven't experienced everything." So I decided to take a little time, go out into the open world and explore and do a few of the P coin challenges and the Peach medallions. I mean, it's all right. It ain't groundbreaking. It ain't changing anything in the world. Like you're not gonna sit there and be like, oh my god, this is just something I've never experienced before. I seen somebody on Twitter saying like they were trying to explain how these people that were giving it mediocre to negative reviews, which there are people out there doing it, how they were wrong because they weren't seeing the big picture, the artistic view of this and how it was game changing to Mario Kart the way Breath of the Wild was to Zelda. And I'm just sitting here thinking, shut your ass up. You're gonna sit there and tell me that my gaming experience should be good, that I am wrong to have not had fun the way I should have because I didn't experience the artistic vision of it. Here's the damn deal. I get it. You go on to the screen and some people dance. It's whimsical. It's nice. I'm glad Nintendo put some little creative touches in it. But that is not selling a game to me. I don't give a shit. Here's the real question. Here's the real fucking question. Ask yourselves this. If you took Mario Kart World, for anybody who's played it, if you took Mario Kart World and you made it any other game, same mechanics, same gameplay, same open world, same multiplayer, all that shit, but you put different characters in it. It's a new game now. Alright? It's a game about a guy named Buggy or some shit like that. And he's just one of those roly-poly bugs, and that's the star, not Mario. And then all the other characters are random crap. This game would have gotten like a 6.5 or a 7 simply because Mario is coded on top of this game. That's why it's getting the reviews that it's getting. That's why it's 9s out of 10s. That's why it's so exceptional to everybody. Because Mario is the main attraction. Because he's slapped all over the place. Because the characters are slapped all over the place. That's why it's getting such great praise every single turn you take. That's why you're hearing about this more than you're going to hear about even some of the bigger games that are coming out. Hell, I'm playing a game called Fantasy Life I. It looks like it's made for toddlers. It's a blast of fun. It had a nice little moment. Mario Kart came in, just erased it. I don't even hear anything about it no more because Mario Kart's there and it's fucking Mario. It's Nintendo's flagship title. So people are giving it 9s. They're giving it 10s. They're saying it's the greatest thing in the world. It's groundbreaking. It's amazing. It's wonderful. It's mediocre at best, guys. Unless you're playing it for the multiplayer. Again, I started this whole thing off saying that. If you are a huge hardcore multiplayer fan, it might be a 9 out of 10 for you. It might just be. But just coming in as a gamer, playing a game, I'm not seeing this artistic view that everyone else is seeing. I don't think it's game changing because Nintendo added a big old open world. It's big and empty. You don't talk to anybody. You don't do anything. You chase a few coins and you get a few Peach medallions. And there's some bullshit thing. Spoiler alert for anybody that's not played it, by the way. I'll just put this little disclaimer right here. There's a mode. I won't say what it is, but there's a mode you can unlock if, as far as I'm concerned, there's been so many different ways to say how to unlock this, but as far as I'm concerned, if you get 10 Peach medallions and then you beat the final course again, which I won't explain what that is either, then you can unlock that mode. That's the biggest secret about it. That's the biggest thing to work for. That's it. That's the whole thing. You gotta work for that. So in other words, you're gonna explore the world and try to find these coins just so that you can unlock something that ain't even that great. And I mean, it's seriously not great. You've probably already seen it on Twitter. It's seriously not great. It's not even a surprise. It's nothing special at all. It's just that's what you call a Nintendo unlock. But yeah, that's basically what you're gonna do. That's your whole that's your whole thing for going out there and playing the open world is just to get that mode which you're not even going to give a crap about. You'll probably play it for 5 seconds and be like, this was fun, cool, and then put it down. Here's the truth. I played it before I played the open world stuff. I played it for about 5, maybe 6 hours. I can't tell you for sure because Nintendo won't let me see my time for some reason. And then I switched back over to Fantasy Life on Steam Deck. That's what I did, man. And yeah, I could have gotten Fantasy Life on Switch 2, but Switch 2 does not let you disable motion blur. Don't let you toggle a lot of different settings. So I just got it on the Steam, and I can play it between my computer here or Steam Deck. And I knew I was about to get the Switch 2. It was like what was it, like a week or so later that Switch 2 came out after Fantasy Life, but I decided to get it on Steam, and I don't regret it because all I've heard about the Switch 2 version is it's got forced motion blur and a bunch of settings you can't change. So yeah, I preferred to get it on Steam. Some people might not. I understand not everybody's got the privilege of owning a PC and a Steam Deck and all this stuff, but if you do, unless you just want the novelty of getting something on a Switch, don't do it, man. Just get it on Steam. It's much better and more flexible. Not to mention someday there'll be mods and probably things to fix the crap multiplayer fantasy life. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and read some of these comments, guys. I know I've been going off on a tangent about Nintendo. That's why I wanted to make this. People shaming others about these freaking things and telling them that they are bad people essentially, and they're supporting a bad company, just like everybody does with every company that comes out. When you buy a crap product that was probably made in a Chinese sweatshop, good luck. Good luck buying anything. But yeah, let's go ahead and read some of the comments. I don't know how many I've missed here, guys, but let's see. All right, so I've got a ways up here. Where am I at? Okay, made it up here. See somebody saying something about R-Truth. Yeah, I seen that stuff with R-Truth. I'll give my opinion on that here in a little bit. Thank you, Mr. Louis Vuitton. Says I missed you. You feel Skyrim Switch 2 will happen? It definitely will, Captain Kirk. They port that game over to everything. There'll be a Switch 2 edition. You bet your bottom ass on that. Only the bottom one, no, not the top. Edison's asking if he can send me a video. I don't do reactions really, but I appreciate the offer. That's more Billy Bob. He's the one that watches things and takes in the requests and all that kind of stuff. But you're more than welcome to send one his way. I guarantee he'll take it on and react to it. As of right now, I'm not in the reaction games. Not to say that I never will again, but as of now, I'm not. But I'm sure it's a good video, and I do appreciate you wanting to send it to me. Todd Howard is not stupid. He's done some stupid things, I'll tell you that for damn sure. He's not stupid in general, but he's made some stupid ass decisions. Uh, see somebody asking about collaborations again. I just got back on there, motherfuckers. let me have a little bit of time to myself, all right? Shit. What's going on, Gabriel? Don't know if you're still in here. This message is a little late, but how you doing, buddy? Barry may return again in 2027. Till then, Barry is getting old. Yeah, man, I am getting old. Time's kicking my ass. Every company has skeletons in the closet. Yep. Am I going to stream more often? I'd like to. I really would like to. Things are getting set up more. It's getting a little more fixed where I'm at now. It's taken a very long time. I've been just kind of putting things together myself, and I have been doing things myself. I mean, I've been doing my own drywalling and everything. It's taking time and money. What's going on, Tron Bex? What's going on, Tails Power Prower fan? Tails Power fan. And it's Tails Prower. There was $100 games in the 90s. Yeah, I've seen that argument a lot in Atari. But you also got to keep in mind that people's paychecks ain't exactly getting better. I don't feel like that is a good argument. How people always say that. Times have changed. That's for sure. GTA 5, but others GTA 4, Saints Row 3. Talking about Switch 2 ports he'd like to see. Remasters. Dead Island 1, Riptide. Hey, maybe. It's very likely. Probably not physical versions, but yeah. You probably will get them on the eShop at some point. Hope they put you hope they put what? McDouble Dash? I've heard of Double Dash. I've not heard of McDouble Dash. Well, they better add Ronald McDonald as DLC on there if so. I gotta play Mario Kart McDouble Dash now. Let's see. Crash Bandicoot probably will be. I actually think there was already some on the Switch, so you actually can get Crash Bandicoot on the Switch 1 and then just play it on the Switch 2. Because they had the collection and the fourth one, I think it was. Movie of Mario, I don't give a shit. I'll be honest with you, I ain't watched it yet, so I can't quite tell you if it was any good. I just heard it was okay from most people that I've heard anything about. All right, where am I going here? It never changes, does it? It still bounces down once you get a little close to the bottom. I think I've missed a few. Uh, okay, here's where I was. Crazy, I haven't played games for a very long while. Honestly, I just started. Okay, microphone tends to go to sleep. I don't know why that is. It just does. I just heard it go off in my ear. New channel. Needed something new. So far, I like what I'm seeing. Thank you, kid. I appreciate that, buddy. Switch 2, I hope gets a stream to YouTube. Man, I hope the Switch 2 just gets streaming features in general. You still can't stream. Like, I'm not just talking about watching videos streaming. I mean, you can't, like, play your games and just stream while you play your games. You still got to have a capture card to do stuff. This thing's supposed to be as powerful as a PlayStation 4 Pro, which had streaming, if not like a Xbox Series S. I heard some people say that it comes close to the Series S. Take that with a grain of salt. I think it was one developer that said that. But even so, even if it's just PS4, PS4 could do streaming. So why the hell can't the Switch 2? But yeah, I get what you're saying. YouTube is coming, by the way, to the Switch 2. That's been confirmed. Uh, Everything else, I don't know. What's going on, Brandon the Gamer? How you doing, buddy? What's my favorite game on Steam? God, man, I've got 250 something games on there. Yeah, you have to give me some time to think about that one. One particular favorite game, I don't know if I could pick. That would be very hard. At the moment, I'm playing Fantasy Life. That's all I can say. At the moment, that one's been really fun. But, man, I don't know if I guess there is one in particular I can say. Because I can say this almost hands down. Elden Ring. I have put a lot of time into that one, an embarrassingly large amount of time into that one, and I love that game so much. That's probably one of my favorite games of all time now, right there with Ocarina of Time, which I didn't think anything would ever get that close, but Elden Ring managed. Let's see, Edison Kelly. I think I already answered that question earlier. He's asking if he can send me videos to react to. Someday maybe I'll do like Billy Bob and take like requests and all that for some things. I ain't gonna take them like he does though. Man, he pumps out so much content. It's insane. I can't keep up with the amount of crap he pumps out. What's going on, Super Chefs? How you doing, buddy? Finally, this berry has come back to the back. I feel like I have read that before. Is that from a poop? Because I think that's from a poop. Billy is hilarious. Many people send videos to troll. That's the problem. He just gets a bunch of troll videos, man. How many videos does he actually get that he enjoys watching? YouTube needs more freedom. Absolutely. Always has. Always will. It's never going to change, I don't think. There's Rumble and things like that, but you know, that's up in the air. Still love my PS5 and Steam, but Switch 2 I'd get. Absolutely. PS5's still great. I wouldn't get it for exclusives though, because they just put everything on Steam anyway. But, you know, if you don't want to get a gaming computer for $10,000, might be a good idea. Just get a PS5. Honestly, that's what I'd probably recommend. If you can't afford a gaming computer and you're wanting like the highest quality frames per second graphics, PS5. Sorry, Xbox, but I'm gonna have to say PS5 first. Because even though it doesn't have anything super duper exclusive, still got more than Xbox, at least at the moment. And keep in mind, guys, for anybody who comes out there saying I'm a fanboy of Sony or Nintendo or whatever, I've got every single one of these consoles and way more freaking controllers than I'd like to say for the Xbox. Man, I just now recently got the new, what's it called? The new Doom game controller. I didn't even buy the game. I just liked the Doom controller for the Xbox. So I got that because it's pretty badass, man. It's got like bloodstains and spikes and everything on it. Had to get that controller. As for the game, I heard it was okay. Dark Ages, that's what it's called. I heard it's okay. I heard not a lot of people liked it, but not because of the game. Mostly because I guess it's got a lot of technical errors, a lot of issues with it. So maybe when that crap gets fixed, I'll go back and buy it. How do I feel about the troll videos? I've not seen, like, I've not sat down and watched them like thoroughly, but I do know that they're bad, and I've seen his uploads for some of the stuff that he puts up there, and that's enough for me just to see his thumbnails and his faces and all the crap that he puts. You know those pre-selected bullshit default faces he uses. I always see some of those, but yeah, he's all you can tell based off those thumbnails which ones he's gonna enjoy, be mad at, or not like at all, or fall asleep. But people still send him this shit. He gets on there and he's just like, "Hey guys, I don't really find this enjoyable," and then the same person will turn around and be like, "Oh, you don't? Here's 50 more." God dang. People just don't give a shit about how Billy feels. But hey, I think they're donating for this crap in general, so I mean, it doesn't really matter. What's going on, Super? He says, been a long time since we've seen you. Yeah, I decided today was the day. I had a lot of pent up anger about the frickin' Switch 2, and I just didn't want to tweet it. I decided to come on here and just rant. Switch 2 ain't getting my money, though. That's what a lot of people are saying. As long as, again, like I was saying before, you don't judge other people who's buying it. Maybe judge if somebody buys like four of them just to keep to themselves. Okay, then maybe you can do a little judging. But otherwise, if somebody gets a Switch 2, don't judge them. Don't mean they're a bad person. Some person may be saved up forever to get that freaking thing. That may be their whole life. When you need Snan's Gag and Busnut 33, yeah, I've not seen Busnut 33 just yet. He's got a life of his own. He might not have seen the stream alert. Might be a little too busy. You know. As for Snan's Gag, I've not seen him in a good long while. Good long while. That's a good question. All right, sorry guys. I'm definitely it will bounce me back down to the bottom once I start getting close. I don't know why it does that, so I kind of got to scroll back up and jump and see what I can read here. Yeah, I seen the thing about the 90s and all the expensive games. There is a difference though. Is Billy eternally 40? Yes. I don't know what you're talking about. He just turned 40 this year. Uh, okay, I think I finally got back here. Yep, I'm back. How do you feel with that Bill treats to requests that is designed to troll? Oh, how do I feel that he reacts to them? Um, I mean, look, he's got that donation system set up, and it's like a support system basically. So when somebody donates to the guy, when they support his channel, and he says he's going to watch something, I think it's commendable that the guy actually goes through and watches it, even if he don't like it. And he's got a channel I know is just like a fan reaction channel, so that people can watch their rewards. I mean, hell, they donated money, so he gives them a place to watch their stuff. That's better than a lot of people will do. I mean, let's be honest. There's nothing against them, but there's a lot of people that just take donations and you get a thank you. Like Billy Bob at least has some kind of a reward tier system set up for himself. So, of course, he's going to react to it unless it violates the rules or goes against the things that he absolutely finds just bullshit. Then he'll react to almost anything as long as it follows the rules and all that crap. So, again, I think it's good of him to follow through with his donation. It's not required, like he's got the reward tier thing in there, but if something was to happen and he's just like, hey, I don't want to react to that, he lets somebody change it out for another one. So I think it's cool that he does that. But I know a lot of people probably ain't happy with the fact that he will upload a reaction to something that's really, really boring or really, really cringe. But I also think that, again, it's like a fan reaction channel. So you're going onto his fan reaction channel and watching his reactions submitted by his fans for their donation. So you can't really get mad at the fact that he's uploading whatever they've requested, because that's how he does it, so that they can see it. Like that's his whole thing. Hey, you guys can see this. Anybody can watch this. And then somebody goes on his fan reaction channel, his BBT reaction zone. He's had a few now, I forgot. But his BBT reaction zone, and they're like, hey, this is slop. I don't like this. Like, hey, you clicked someone else's personal request. Like it's public, he leaves it open for everybody. He could make them private and just share the link personally, like with whatever he does, his email or whatever. He could do that, but then there would be no fun. He wants everybody to see what he did. So he just, it's mainly for that one person, but anybody can watch it too. I think that's his whole system. BBT Network does have a channel. That's BBT Network. That's his full thing. For anybody that's looking for like his actual content that he makes specifically for himself because he just felt like doing it, that's the channel to go to. But that's not to say that he can't have some real bangers on his other channel, on his BBT Reaction Zone. Sometimes it's possible. Somebody requests something and it's enjoyable and it's fun. And I think that's all the better that a bunch of people can get enjoyment out of that. But not every time is that the case. But yeah, he does react to all kinds of troll videos. Again, if the person was generous enough to donate, you know? I mean, if I was in his shoes, I'd do the same thing. If I had a business model like that, hey, you donate to me, I give you a reward. It's like a tier system. What is that called? Patreon. It's like Patreon, basically. You got a tier system, and he has his rewards for it. And so he follows through as long as it's within the rules and all that shit. And again, I feel like that's the best thing he can do. I feel like that's good of him to do that. He could just deny them all and start refunding people with their donations, but not only would that be bad for him, obviously, he ain't going to make a dime like that, but clearly that's also going to piss a lot of people off and lose a lot of loyal subscribers who've been there for years. So he's going to commit to the idea of, hey, you donate, I watch it, as long as it follows the guidelines and the rules. So yeah, anyways, very long opinion. That's what I think about his whole reacting to all kinds of random crap. If you think that he should make a dedicated personal reactions channel if he ever has the time, hey, you're more than welcome to go out there and make a comment about it, request it to him. I can't guarantee he will do it, but I think it someday would be a good idea to just have a dedicated BBT's personal stash request, like instead of requests, things that he just really wanted to watch himself. Like he's just sitting down one day and said, "Hey, I want to watch this trailer for this." He should probably have something like that. And if you want to go ahead and comment on his videos and ask for something, hey, do it. I suggest you do. Probably a good idea. Get the word to him. All right, where am I at? Who was Gibbles? uh, Gibbles was a very, very flamboyant man who dresses like a clown, and I'd still like to get into that whole plot line someday. But that's who Gibbles was. Mario Kart for GameCube. I'm gonna be honest with you, I never played that one. Double Dash, I never played that one. I wasn't like super duper heavy into Mario Karts back then, so I had played the Super Nintendo one and a little bit of the N64 one. I loved the Super Nintendo one, and the N64 one I didn't own at the time, so I couldn't like super get into it. And I just kind of, at that point in time, I was in a phase in my life where I was more into realistic, more brutal games. So it wasn't nothing against Mario Kart in general. It's just kind of I was going through that phase of I want cool, realistic bullcrap. So I think that's the reason I didn't play a lot of the Mario Kart games and a lot of the really fun, colorful stuff. Boy, was I wrong. That's some of my favorite stuff now. But back then it was like it was Resident Evil or bust. The Nintendo reactions with Bib Bob were hilarious. Again, I'm gonna have to watch some of his stuff. He's had so many uploads, man. I've not seen half the things he's actually done. I've just seen the thumbnails. I'm old school, still have a Wii. Brother, I got an NES. I got a Nintendo Entertainment System. But so don't feel too old. Yeah, hardware restrictions is why I'm not a Nintendo gamer. I mean, I get that. Honestly, I just buy Nintendo consoles for the first party games. The original Switch it was collectible because it was on a cartridge, and even if you bought third party games and they were a little underpowered compared to the other games on other systems, you at least knew you were most of the time getting a full game on a cartridge, and it's a really nice collectible item. Now with the Switch 2 doing their whole game key cards and DLC, like downloads, not DLC, it's not worth it anymore. I basically got the Switch 2 so that I could get first party games, and there are some of my favorite first party games on there. So, yeah, that's the only reason I really got the Switch 2, man. I'm just planning on doing first parties or games that are exclusive to the Switch 2, like that Dusk Bloods. If it's not just a bunch of multiplayer slop, I'd love to buy that one. Billy's got a lot of free time. I don't know, brother, with the way he does those reactions, I'm surprised he's got any time at all. He gets so many of them, man. Have you guys seen how many fucking reactions he gets? It's insane. Hold on, give me a second. I want to make sure my microphone don't mute itself again. Hopefully that wakes it up. It's got this problem where it just goes to sleep after a little while. I don't know why. Even if you're talking on it, uh, I'd say 70% is troll. Yep, sounds about right. Haven't watched Billy in a while because of the troll videos. So trash. Again, man, if you're watching his reaction channel for his fans, you're probably going to get a lot of stuff that ain't up, your alley. I wish they'd give him videos that are worthwhile. That'd be cool, but you can't control what people request. I do too. I mean, it would be cool if people would send him things that he enjoyed, but unfortunately, that people they're not donating to the guy so that they can give him a good time. There might be some nice people out there that says, "Hey, I just want to contribute to this guy and I want to send him a good time." That isn't a naked man, which Billy would also enjoy, but the requests are. I'd say up there requests. Xbox is slowly losing its exclusives too. Does Xbox have an exclusive left? I don't think it does. I don't think Xbox has a fucking exclusive to its name. What's exclusive to Xbox Series X? Not talking about like the older systems. What is exclusive to Xbox Series X? I'm not asking to be an asshole. Genuinely, I don't know. I'm pretty sure everything it's got. I think everything it's got is either on computer or coming to PlayStation 5 or already on PlayStation 5. I bought the Xbox Series X, man. It's sitting right here. I don't even know what to do with it. Half it's just sitting there. I don't even use it for most of the streaming I do. I use the PlayStation 5 for it. It's a cool console if you don't already have something, but otherwise, I don't know, man. I've heard they're supposed to be doing some exclusives soon, but until further notice, even I think Indiana Jones will probably be coming to PlayStation 5. I know it's already on PC, I do believe. So I don't really know what you would play on Xbox. Besides, you don't own a PS5, so that's why you buy things on Xbox. Otherwise, I really don't know. I like the controller better. I know people are going to think I'm crazy for that. The PlayStation 5 controller is nicer feeling and it has like the haptic and everything, but I like the simplicity of the Xbox controller and I like the fact that I can put like a rechargeable battery in it and I don't know, it lasts forever. This thing, I've never run out of battery with this thing. I charge it once or twice, it just lasts for days. Like I can't run out of battery on this thing. PS5, I start it up, it feels like I'm 20 minutes in and it's dead. That's why I like the Xbox controller better. Not so much the feel or anything. So, uh, do I keep in contact with Billy and Otis? Yeah, I do. I still know where to find them. Am I on Rumble? I am not, but I should be. And I'll be honest with you. I have considered, take this with a grain of salt, you sons of bitches. I have considered doing reactions on live stream on Rumble. Now, Rumble is not exactly the biggest platform for live streaming, but I also feel like we could watch things and it not get taken down or a copyright issue immediately. So if I do decide that I want to do reactions again, it will probably be on Rumble. Or at least if Rumble's still alive by then, I don't know. Who knows? God knows every single time there's something competing with YouTube, it dies. But I hope it don't. I know there's a bunch of stuff up there. I know Rumble is it's more it's more dedicated to edgy content and I would like to kind of take advantage of that situation that it is dedicated to that because a lot of stuff that I'm going to watch most likely is going to be more edgy. So take it with a grain of salt, but if I do reactions again, it probably will be on Rumble and I'll probably will make a channel and I'll put like a wall post here on YouTube if I do that telling you guys where to find me. Probably won't be too hard. It'll be this Barry or this Barry reacts, something like that. So just kind of search up once in a while. You might actually catch me. Who knows? Don't know if you've played Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, but if you have, who would you say is the best partner in the game? Paper Mario: Thousand Year Door. I haven't played that one all the way through. I started it a little bit, played it a little while, but never actually played it like all the way through. So I don't know all the characters. Um, I did play the first one, but I don't remember jack shit about it. So I'd give an opinion about the party members if I knew. But it does look like a really good one. I actually do have it on Switch, on the Switch now, the remake. I haven't even opened it yet. I tend to do that. I'll buy things and be like, I'm going to play this. This is going to happen. Been meaning to play this one. And so I bought it, and it's just been sitting there. I'm going to have to get to it, especially now that I got a Switch 2. That might be one to get to. Um, I actually do have that game. Here's the crazy thing about that. I got the player's choice version on GameCube. See, I went through this little phase where I had got done playing the Nintendo 64, the original Paper Mario, and was like, after I beat it, I was wanting to jump right into Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. So I went on eBay. This was years back, and bought it brand new, player's choice for $20. Opened it up, popped it in, played it for a little bit, and then my life took another turn and I went into doing something else because that's how people do. And I never finished it. And it just got boxed for years. But it's like new condition that Paper Mario game because I literally like it still smells new. The last time I opened it, still had that new smell with its book and everything because I never barely touched it. So I actually have it on GameCube. But now that I got it on Switch, that's probably for convenience purposes, that's where I'll play it. People request a vid from his own channel. People request videos from Billy Bob's own channel. I'm not surprised, man. I remember there was one time somebody, it was funny once. I think they kept trying to do it, but I remember at some point somebody tried to request a reaction with him reacting, like it was him reacting to himself, and it was just this unlimited loop that they kept going on and on. They just get a kick out of saying this some bitch will watch whatever I send him. So that's why they did it. Poor Billy Bob, man. I think he needs a little bit of a vacation once in a while. Maybe a good 2 week vacation. At least some of y'all sons of bitches are probably saying a month or longer. Double Dash is more expensive than the new one. Yeah, all those GameCube games are, man. It's crazy. All those GameCube games are insanely high. What's going on, SK? How you doing, buddy? Okay, we're mad. Sorry, I missed that one. What up, Bear? What's going on? The Dynamic Apprentice. Nintendo has the best exclusive. Absolutely, hands down, no competition. 1 hour long Joey World Tour video of Joey eating he had to react to. God, I don't remember that, but I feel bad for him just hearing about it. An hour long with somebody just eating? Poor Billy. That poor man. He's got. You know how he's going to pass? He's going to have a stroke right there on live stream or on video. I guess he don't do live stream, but yeah, he's going to have a stroke. He needs beer money. That's exactly right. Pretty sure all the request money just goes to beer. Yes, Aaron. If you've been listening to me anymore, I said it a little while ago. I don't know. You might not have been on here, but I was saying that I'm thinking about doing reactions again on Rumble. But I don't know. Probably if I'm over exaggerating, please correct me. But I feel like I've done at least 150 reactions in my past few years of doing it, maybe a little less. But it feels like about 150 roughly of requests, or not request. Yeah, it was requests. It was live stream requests. You never got to see Big Feet. God, I really wanted to do that so much. I hate that life got in the way of so many things. Deserves better in life, to be honest. You mean watching people's bullcrap? You know, here's the thing, guys. I don't think a lot of people know this, but Billy Bob does have a life. That's, as much as it doesn't seem like that's true. Billy Bob does have a life outside of just watching videos and outside of just reacting to crap. He's got his own job. He's got his own thing. He's doing his own stuff. So it's not like that's the only thing he does, and then he just goes back to bed and starts crying in a fetal position. I think that's how a lot of people got it in their heads, is that Billy Bob just does these requests, he does nothing else, and then he just goes back in his fetal position, sucks on his fucking thumb, and is just like, I don't want to wake up tomorrow. That's not how it is, you sons of bitches. He's fine. He's doing okay. He does the reaction thing as like a side gig, man. And obviously, whether he wants to admit it, maybe some of the shit he really does hate, But obviously he gets something out of it, and it's more than just donations. Clearly he's making something with his videos, and he's making stuff along the way. I just think he wishes he like, had more time to do other stuff too. If he had like to be able to do more creative projects, more adventures, and I think I was the steamroller for the adventures and doing things. And I think a lot of people, including Otis and Billy, were very disappointed when I got out of the game because I was really putting them back into like doing stuff for a little while there and getting them hyped up. And I had to step aside. Like life, got on to me, and I can't help it, man. The world's tough sometimes. You got to do what you got to do to pay bills, and you got to get back out of things sometimes. I'd love to get back on here, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, guys. I'd love to get back on here and do this as a full-time gig. I really would. But y'all know how this shit works. I ain't coming on here and e-begging and all that stuff. Like, I want to make it work for myself naturally if that happens. So I think maybe someday, if I can get things going for myself and get things set up, then I'll come back on here and try to see if I can make this a full-time gig. But as of right now, it's something that I can just do for fun once in a million years. I can't do it the way I want to. And I know Billy and them would love for me to come back. They'd love for me to put some stuff together and get some adventures going and, get some real high quality entertaining content going again. But again, I got to find the time for that, and it is really hard with my life. And I don't want to get into too many personal details, but I've went through a big change in my life the last 4 years since 2020, and it's been a lot to say the least. I've had to go through a lot of things and a lot of struggles and a heck of a time. But I can say that, for anybody wondering, update: this place is going beautifully. It's working great now. Like I'm slowly getting things the way I want it. It's probably a little too big for just me living here at this moment, but that's the way it is. And I've got to work on things. I got to get me set and ready to go. But I promise you that there is going to come a day where I come back. So it is going to happen. I don't know if this is still working. I got a let me know if in the chat, is this still working? Are you guys still on here? Am I still live? Because I got an error thing with the YouTube stats thing here on the corner. It might just be the studio app that's not working and not so much the YouTube. But is everything working on you guys' part? Somebody say something so that I know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna kind of sit here let it out. Mic's going off and on. Let me try and unmute it again. Maybe I had a little bit of an internet hiccup. I don't know. It just says error over here on the side, but it seems to be working, so that's good. Anyway, hopefully you guys got everything I was saying. I'm getting things set up. Everything's going. It's all getting put together. Life's going okay. I'm still working my job. Still trying to get things put together. But when I get things going again, I would like to come here and pursue this stuff and actually make something of it. But just not right now. I can't do it this very second. I've still got a lot of stuff that I'm working on. But yeah, again, Billy and Otis would love for me to get back into things. They'd love for me to get back into the fray and just go back in. But again, I gotta take some time to put some stuff together, and I ain't even checked. I don't even know what the fuck's going on the Discord anymore. I ain't checked that in a good little while. I went back there one time. Somebody was complaining about somebody breaking the rules and how they needed banned, and I was like, for fuck's sake, what the hell's going? You seen that meme where the guy walks in with the pizza and everything's on fucking fire? That was me walking into that Discord one fucking time, and immediately everything's on fire. I'm like, so I got basically, they're telling somebody to ban this guy because his account got hacked. So I'm like, okay, I'll ban whoever the hell this is. I don't remember who the hell it was now because apparently his shit got hacked and he was a danger to the Discord. I banned whoever the fuck he was, and then I was like, okay, going back home now. Good luck, guys. Apparently there wasn't a moderator to take action that was even available at that time. So that's what I saw with the Discord. I'm so far behind on this stuff, I don't even know what's going on. I retired. I turned the keys over to Pablo. If you guys know who that is, he used to run it. And I guess Pablo's turned the keys over to someone else. I don't know who's running it now. So it's been a shit crazy time with that thing. I don't know if I want to jump back into that just yet. I have a feeling that'll be a cleanup for me if I ever get back on that. Dynamic Apprentice says, now I can't hear you. Can anybody else hear me? Is everything working? It says my microphone is being located on here. Let's see. My internet seems to be okay. It's not the best. It's at, let's see. It's at 3 bars, I think it is. It's alright, but maybe that's why I'm going in and out. Is it laggy for anyone else? Maybe that's my cue. Maybe that's the internet telling me, Barry, you've been on here too damn long. Alright, guys, since it's getting laggy, I don't want to keep you on here suffering, so we'll go ahead and call it a night. We talked a little bit about Switch 2. There's going to be people that's asking. I seen somebody asking not too long ago, did Billy get a Switch 2? I mean, who knows? You never know. I did tell you that I sold a friend a Switch 2, so I'll let you guys figure that shit out on your own. I could lift 20 pounds, says shame it harder. I've been shaming it. Everybody's telling me my stream's going to shit. They said that the lag's going bad, so everybody's kind of leaving because they think that, the stream's going to shit. I was about to head out. Unless it's fixed itself. It was apparently lagging super duper bad, so I don't know. Maybe my stream is going to shit. Somebody says, who did y'all ban? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't fucking remember his name.